Hey everybody, this section is Rock Vlog Part 2. To kind of give you a little more insight of exactly kind of where rewarding our kids came from and how it came about. In 2012, me being part of the emergency services all these years, I just felt like there needed to be an event that was kind of case specific to our youth. Meaning we just don't have anything in Bedford County or Shelbyville for that. But at the same time, to tie in the emergency services, I thought, why not do this as a public safety event / concert? So I presented the idea to the local emergency services, basically telling them, we as public servants, we're actually here to save lives. That's what we do. Why can't we step up and do a little something extra and hopefully try to change a few lives? Maybe have youth make decisions to where they wouldn't even need our services as they got older. In other words, make sound, solid decisions. Just as an example, texting and driving keeps them safe. Bullying hopefully keeps them safe, and a variety of things like that. So how it all came about, I presented this idea to the emergency services. They accepted it and bought into it. Where the first 2 years at the Calisonic Arena, we held a public safety day. It was just our way to reach out to the community, and everybody could come into one specific location, see a lot of the advanced equipment that we do offer, along with other agencies such as EMA, Tennessee Highway Patrol, Duck River Electric, and so many others. It was just that one simple event that I felt we really needed to reach out into our community. We just did not have that. And then to tie it all in, to carry it to that extra level, we wanted to hold this free concert for our youth, something just to give back to our community. I chose to go with basically the Christian-oriented music, just for the fact I wanted music that was clean and positive, but I wanted something outside the top 40 radio. Something that our youth and adults have not been exposed to very seldom, if ever. True, the music, the bands that we had, nobody really knew who they were. There was a few, but it didn't matter. We just wanted to create that event. Just as in the horse show has done for years, it just gave an avenue for the youth to come together, hang out, and just be kids. The rewarding aspect of it was we were doing just that. We were rewarding them just by being kids. I felt like that with them just being at our event, we know that they were safe and we're making sound decisions there instead of out being troublemakers or however you want to call it. The way it went the first 2 years, like I said, we did the public safety day and did the concert. The next year we stepped out and did a little bit different with the same mission at hand, but we did split off from the public safety day and did just the concert because it was just so many things to cram into one day. Both events really got bigger than what we had intended. There again, it was just that one event, that one thing that kids, youth, and adults could come to and just kind of let loose and enjoy the night. Well, with our third year, we did mix up the music just a little bit. We went from basically rock across the board the first 2 years to last year we mixed it up for a little country, contemporary Christian, and as the show progressed, we got a little more intense as it went along. We felt like the show itself was a hit. Great chemistry, great diversity, the biggest show yet so far as production. True, the attendance was not exactly what we had wanted and hoped for. It was down considerably. However, there were some things that we tried as emergency service to do to maybe make the show a little bit better. And was any business or anything that happens, sometimes you try it, it works. Sometimes you try it, it don't. That year, as far as the attendance and getting people to come, it didn't work out as the way we'd hoped, just for the fact that other things were going on in the spring. Location change and things like. However, we do feel like this next year, or should I say this year, in 2016, things are really looking up as far as getting people more involved. Admittingly, we have lost some support as far as participation by other agencies and other departments. Reason why, I'm not sure. Maybe it was because the attendance did not come in like they had hoped, and with that said, if we can't get the people to come, we're just not going to do it. So that doesn't mean it's dead. It just means we back up, we regroup, we try another game plan and go from there. That's going to actually enable us to do a lot of different other things. But all in all, the Rewarding Our Kids concept within itself is just one of those that is, again, it's educational, it's entertaining, and it's motivating. And that's what we need in this area. Again, I said this in part 1, our county and our town is just, I don't know what it is about it, but we just can't get people to support events that are needed. I don't know whether it's we're just old-fashioned, we're stuck in a rut, we're not going to do anything like that, and that's the way it is. But I really feel like there's so much potential for something like that to happen in our town. Just events like Bonnaroo, when that started years ago, as I believe it was called Ichiko, started out as basically nothing. Just a little small town event, and look what it is now. Hundreds, thousands of people show up at that event each year. People look forward to it. Will our event ever be a Bonnaroo level event as far as attendance? Probably not, just for the fact that I don't think our town and our community will let that happen. I hope otherwise they see fit that it will, because there is a lot of financial backing that comes in with an event like Bonnaroo. So who knows what we can bring in. But if you're only going to get out of something what you put into it. It's that way with rural cropland farms. If you don't put anything into it, such as fertilizer, you're not going to get a crop. Same way here. If we don't put money and attendance and things like that into it, and energy, it's not going to happen. I've told my bands that's came on various occasions, and I've talked to our town and our county is a very tough nut to crack, so to speak. I don't know what more we need to do. All I can do is press on, try to see what happens. I've got a team together now that's really wanting to help and try to make things grow. And so basically in the next video in the Rock Vlog part 3, I'm going to give you a little more insight into how people can get more inclined to what we're doing. Churches, I guess the next video will be more geared toward churches. That has been really a very, very difficult hurdle to jump over. I don't know what it is about churches here. I won't get into it in this segment. I will really get into it more in the next section to more or less call out churches and try to understand why they will not support an event like this. Again, I won't get into it. That'll be kind of in the next video, but I really want to go more in depth of trying to reach churches and get them involved. But again, Rewarding Our Kids is exactly what it is. It's a kid event, but it has an adult attitude, if you want to call it that. So all we need is just people to come and show up. I've done my part. I've spent hundreds of hours. Again, this is not my event. I don't say that saying this, but somebody has to drive the event. Yes, I'm seen in the public. I'm seen on Facebook. I've seen here and there and everywhere, and I may be the voice of rock, but it's not my event. I'm sure there may be some animosity out there that, well, there he is. There's his event. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's in the limelight. But somebody's got to steer it. It's that way with anything. Anybody and everybody knows there's got to be somebody to take charge and go. If anybody out there would like that job and do what I do, by all means, jump in there and let's go with it. We'll make it happen. But until then, I've got to do all I can do to make this thing happen. This year will dictate the future of rock. Case closed. This year will determine. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for Rock Vlog Part 2. Hope you got something out of it. Hope it answers some questions. And I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day.